Googling Fuse my loves مرحبا حبيبتي. So time for another foundation review Monday. Today we're going to do the Hourglass Immaculate Liquid Powder Foundation Mattifying Oil Free. So I just checked on the Sephora website. This retails for $64. There are 17 or 18 different shades. The one that I am testing out is in Light Beige. I'm going to start putting on my face while I talk to you about other things. I have tested out a variety of foundations. Foundation reviews are kind of some of my favorite videos to film. I do not even know why. They're just fun. And this one opened really quickly. That is the selling point. If you know me also at all, you know that I have problems with sample packets. They just don't like to open for me. Yeah. Okay, so my skin type is kind of combo. I'm going to start putting this on my face, so it kind of looks like so. It's kind of liquidy, but not super runny. I'm going to use my Cosmetics Velvet Lush Brush. I have a review on this guy that I can link down below. Just to change it up. I've been using my stippling brush a lot of the time, so I thought, hey, let's switch it up a little bit. Yeah, so it has a very strong chemical-y smell though, which is strange to me, because I use the Hourglass primer, which is right there, because I just used it, and like none of the other Hourglass face products that I've tried have had such a strong smell. So, I mean, it seems to be dissipating relatively quickly, but as a first impression, there's that. My skin, right, I get oily, so I have quite an oily T-zone, but my cheeks can also get oily, but I also have dehydrated skin, so it's not dry. I don't get like necessarily dry patches, but I get kind of really dry skin, dehydrated skin, so I just have to make sure that something isn't too drying or my skin does not appreciate it and it breaks out. So that's kind of where my skin type is at. This looks like it's about a medium coverage, you guys. Trying to sort of go over any spots I have, and it's not quite wanting to cover it 100%, so I may need some concealer on top of it. In terms of a color match, it's a little bit dark, but I can work with it. If I were to get like to buy or get another sample, I'd probably go a shade or two lighter. But yeah, that's half the face with and half without. So it has done, my blemishes are worse on this side. But it has done a decent job of covering it. I'm not like in love with it. Let me do the rest of my face and I'll check back in and let you know, like show you the full face all covered up. I might add a little bit of concealer and that kind of thing, but I'll be right back. Okay, so I did the rest of my face. I didn't want to use concealer. I'm going to zoom you in and tell you I have some initial thoughts on this. Okay, so these are the sort of the scars from spots that I've had that I try to conceal. It's not doing such a great job. It's also kind of patchy, like, and especially because the color isn't exactly color matched, I can see these like patches of like darker foundation all across my forehead and on my face, and so I don't know, my first impressions are that I'm not loving it. Between the smell that was really intense and the splotchiness and not quite enough coverage, I'm kind of not super digging it, but not double negative. There's one negative. I am not super digging it. I'm gonna conceal. I'm gonna do the rest of my makeup and I'll come back and talk to you guys. But can we just, I got my brows done yesterday and there's no product in them. They're just well-grown brows. Make me so happy. I literally, for a couple, like I won't put anything in them today. For a couple days after I get them done, I just like leave them be and I'm like, I'm just gonna admire how much I love you right now. Anyways, I'm gonna do the rest of my face and I'll let you guys know how it played with other products and that kind of thing. But so far, unfortunately, I'm not loving it, and I hate to say that about Hourglass because so far everything I've tried from them except this foundation I've really loved. So anyways, I'm gonna check back in a little bit and let you know how it's going. Okay, so I just wanted to check in and let you know how it's going. I played with cream products on my cheeks today, which if like they will move my product, like my face, my foundation, that's what I'm trying to say, more than anything else. And the foundation didn't move too much, like the cream blush all blended out fine. Everything was kind of fine. The problem is, like, can you guys see how there are patches of it? Like, it's not even, it's sticking. And I don't even have like active dry patches, so I don't know what's going on. It just seems blotchy, and I'm not really a huge fan of it. So I will wear it for the rest of the day. I will check in at the end of the day, but like it would have to do something kind of magical to convince me that I should keep it. So anyways, I will check in with you guys in a little bit, and I'll talk to you later. Okay. Hello, and welcome back to our last check-in of the day. I've only been wearing this for about 6 hours, but I'm kind of done. We had a day today where I tried a bunch of new makeup, and the only thing I like is my blush. So, I mean, I like the lipstick, that's a lie. I'm wearing the Batalash palette on my eyes, and spoiler, I'm not a huge fan of it. This foundation is not, So let me zoom you guys in and we'll talk about it, and yeah, let's just talk about it. So I think like if we look at, like, let's just talk about it as in the normal stages. I'm really not liking it. I still have a lot of blush on, which is good, but like all my blemishes are starting to pop back up. Like I don't know. It's not great. I did have concealer, but like nothing is staying put. In this area up here where it was kind of being patchy, so much of it is worn off that it's not patchy anymore. And like if I get this ring light is gonna sort of zoom things out, not zoom things out, kind of blur things out, but looking at it outside in natural daylight when I went out, I could see all my pores. Like it didn't sit well on my skin. It didn't blend properly. They say so it's a cream to powder, and I definitely agree. You feel like it just dries and it feels like a powder and it's splotchy, but it goes on as a cream initially, so you're trying to blend and then it turns into a powder. I just didn't have very good luck with this today. If you have oily skin, I don't know if I'd recommend it, because like I said, it's not doing like significantly well against my oils. I mean, it hasn't completely broken down off my nose, so it's okay. If you have dry skin, I think it's just going to catch on those dry patches, honestly. If you wanted more of like a medium or light medium coverage and you blended it really well, it could work. But at this price point, I don't feel like you shouldn't have to work quite so hard with it. So I'm not a huge fan of this, and that's really sad because I genuinely like everything else I've ever tried from Hourglass. So this one kind of is a dud for me. But let me know if you guys love it, if it's your holy grail or one of your favorites, and how you work with it, and all that kind of good stuff. Kind of feeling this whole purplish stuff. I'm rocking the rainbow veil from Miss Noel. She gets really excited when I do 3 different colors, so I got you, boo. I'm going to do some points of positivity. Why not from this angle? Let's do it. And then I will go wash my face off. So my first point of positivity is a really great bit of yoga. I actually did it with my foundation. So to be fair, it withstood some yogaing, so that was good. We weren't like on our, like wasn't doing too many things leaning on my face, but there was some sweating happening. So you know, my point of positivity is the yoga. The face made me feel fiercer in Warrior 1 and Warrior 2. My second point of positivity is catching up with a friend today. I like hadn't heard from her, and so I feel like we have these little confessionals here where like I don't hear from people for months on, and then I get a message, I'm like, oh, you're still alive, yay. No, it's just always nice to hear from people that have been busy and running around and doing other things. And then my third point of positivity is a really yummy Indian food that I had for dinner. I've been testing out these makeup what are they called? Monster makeup? Makeup Monster. I always confuse the name. Liquid lipsticks. So I've got a little bit of gloss. I've got Mirror from MAC lip gloss that I put in the center because these didn't quite withstand Indian food. It wore off a little bit, but I love this color. It's in Dusk. So my third point of positivity was the Indian food, but the lipstick's also great. Anyways, that's enough rambling for today. Thank you guys for hanging out. As always, let me know what's making you guys smile down in that comment section below. I want to send you ever so much love. Thank you as always truly for being here. And I can never leave you without reminding you that life is just too short to wear boring lipstick. Bye guys.